Hello kids, how are you doing today? I hope that all of you are doing great. So once again, welcome to another video. So for today, we will be having Math Week 14. So Unit 10, Data Handling. For the lesson, it would be about reading and making pictographs. So let's start. Before we start our lesson, this will be the things that you need. So you will be needing your math student's book, your math workbook, pencil, eraser, notebook, and paper. So we will also use crayons and rulers. So make sure that you have the following things or materials before you continue playing this video, okay? For objectives, at the end of this video, you should be able to make a simple pictographs, read and interpret simple pictographs. Our references for Math Students Book, pages 206 to 207. And for Math Workbook, pages 194 to pages 195. So what do you mean by pictograph, kids? Okay, if you're going to observe, there's a picture on this presentation. So, a pictograph is a graph that shows numerical information by using picture symbols or icons to represent data sets. So when we say pictograph, it means picture. So this time, in order for us to give the numerical information or numbers, we are using pictures. So instead of numbers, we are using pictures for numerical information. Okay? So let's see how a pictograph is used Okay, so in this slide, you will see a pictograph. So this is an example of a pictograph. So it says that the pictograph is about your favorite fruit. So what are the fruits that you can see from this pictograph? Okay, we have apple. Okay, we have pear, grapes, and banana. So observe that each of the fruit has smiley faces. Okay, so one smiley face, it means one vote. So how many vote or how many people or person like an apple? Will you count? Okay, very good. So what's the answer? 10. Okay, which means that there are 10 persons who likes apple. How about pear? How many persons like pear? Have you counted the total number? Okay, the correct answer is 7. How about the grapes? How many persons like grapes? Okay, so there are 2. And the last is banana. How many persons or how many vote for banana? Okay, correct. The correct answer is 6. So if you're going to observe, instead of writing the number, in this pictograph, we use smiley face to show one vote. Okay? Let's continue. Next time, kids, I want you to open your book, your math student's book, on page 206 to 207. Okay, reading and making pictographs. Let's learn together. Look at all the Hans toy cars. So, if we're going to look at the cars, they are in different colors, right? So which car does Han have the most of? So it's difficult to identify which color of car is the most, okay, or has the most number. So in order for us to learn and to understand how many colors are there, so we will be using a pictograph. So on this page, we can learn more about Hans cars by placing them into a pictograph. So this is an example of a pictograph. So we have the blue cars, the red cars, the green cars, and the yellow cars. So Han has how many blue toy cars? Okay, so the answer is 2. And he has how many red toy cars? So there are 6 red toy cars. And how many green toy cars? So there are 4 green toy cars. And there are how many yellow toy cars? Okay, so he has 3 yellow toy cars. Han has more toy cars that are red than any other color. So which means if you're going to look at the pictograph, the red cars has the most number of cars, okay, compared with the blue, green, and yellow. So see, class, we make use of pictograph for us to easily identify the numbers using pictures. Okay, I have here another pictograph. Okay, so these are the toys sold in a day. When you say toys sold in a day, it means these are the toys that the customers buy. Okay, so we have the motorbike, dolls, the rubber duck, and toy cars. So can you tell me, kids, how many motorbike is sold or are sold in a day? Can you count the total number of the motorbike? What's your answer? Correct. There are 6 motorbikes. How about dolls? How many dolls sold in a day? Okay. There are 4 dolls sold in a day. How about duck? How many ducks are sold in a day? Okay, there are 3 ducks. And how many cars sold in a day? Very good. 4 toy cars. Let's continue. Okay, so I have here an example. So we have different shapes, right? Okay, so in order for us to easily understand the number and the color of the shapes, we will be transferring them into a pictograph. But before we do that, what are the shapes that can you see from our presentation? So we have square, okay, rectangle, what else? Circle and triangle. So let's transfer the shapes into our pictograph. Okay, so how many squares are there? Can you count how many squares? Correct, there are 5 squares. How about the next shape? The rectangle. How many rectangles are there? Okay, there is only 1 rectangle. And how about the circles? Can you count how many circles do we have in our pictograph? Okay, so we have 3 circles. And how many triangles? Okay, so we have 3 triangles. So if we're going to observe the pictograph, look at the pictograph carefully. Which shape has the most number? Okay, it is the square because square is 5, or we have 5 squares in the pictograph. Which shape has the least number? Okay, or the fewest number is the rectangle because it is only 1. And which shapes has the same number? Can you tell me which shapes has the same number? Okay, so it is the circle and the triangle. Okay, now this time I want you to open your math workbook on pages 194 to 195. Okay, have you seen the page? Okay, now, so let's have the first practice, or practice number 1, reading and making pictographs. So the pictograph shows fruits that Han ate in a week. So we have apples, pears, mangoes, and oranges. So let's have the first. Okay, letter A. Han ate blank apples. So look at the pictograph. How many apples Han eat in a week? Can you count the apples? Okay, the correct answer is 5. Let's go to letter B. Han ate blank mangoes. How many mangoes Han eat in a week? Can you count the mangoes in the pictograph? Okay, the answer is 4. Now, for letter C, which fruit did Han eat the most? Which means among the fruits, which has the most number? Okay, the correct answer is apples. And for letter D, which fruit did Han eat the least? The fewest fruit. Okay, the correct answer is oranges. So 5 apples and only 2 oranges. Okay, let's go to the next page. Page 195. So the pictograph below shows the items that Padma bought at the school bookshop. So they are notebook, eraser, pencil, and sharpener. So each star stands for one item, okay? So let's answer the following. Letter A. How many erasers did Padma buy? Can you count how many erasers? Can you count the stars on the erasers? Okay, the correct answer is 5. You're doing good. Let's go to letter B. How many pencils did Padma buy? How many pencils? Will you count the stars? Okay, the correct answer is 6. Let's have letter C. Padma bought blank more erasers than notebook. So if you're going to look at the pictograph, look at the eraser in the notebook. The erasers are more than the notebooks. So how many erasers? Okay, so Padma bought 2 more erasers than notebook, because notebook is only 3 and eraser are 5 pieces. Okay, next. Padma bought blank fewer notebooks than pencil. So notebooks 3, and for pencils we have 6. So how many fewer notebook? Okay, so the answer is 3. And the last one, letter E, Padma bought blank more pencils than sharpeners. So how many pencil? 6. How many erasers? 2. So if you're going to minus 2 in 6 pencils, or 6 minus 2, the answer would be, okay, 4. Did you get all the answers correctly? Okay, so you can just pause the video if you want to answer on your own. Okay, let's proceed. Okay, kids, it's activity time. Now, draw the pictures needed to complete the pictograph below. Answer the following questions. So I have here a pictograph. Okay, it's about fruit salad. So this pictograph shows the fruits that I need to make fruit salad. So what you have to do is draw fruits needed for my fruit salad. So the numbers are, already written, but you have to draw the fruits, okay? So after you finish the pictograph, you have to answer the following questions. And these are the questions. How many oranges needed in the fruit salad? How many bananas needed in the fruit salad? How many apples needed in the fruit salad? Which fruit has the most number? And which fruit has the least number? So kids, make sure that you will answer all the questions. So you should use your paper and crayons in making the pictograph, okay? So after you finish your pictograph, please take photo and send it to me in Class Dojo so that I can give you 5 additional points. Does it sound good? Okay, I hope that you will enjoy making your pictograph. The end of our video. So hope that you learn and that you enjoy our video for today. So always remember kids, stay at home, do not go outside, and always keep safe. So see you again in our next video. Goodbye!